Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Good morning students. Now in this video we are discussing nodule formation. So in previous video we seen now biological symbiotic biological and nitrogen fixation we seen now. So relation to that or continuation to that particular topic. So in this video we are discussing nodule formation. Nodule, how mature nodule is formed with the activity of rhizobium bacteria. Complete information we will discuss regarding the nodule formation in an entire video. Okay, now nodule formation involves a sequence of multiple interactions between the rhizobium and roots. So one more time. So nodule formation, it is not a particular one sequential process. It is a combination of multiple. It is a combination of multiple interactions. So multiple interactions all are comes together and involves in the formation of one nodule. So thereby, if you see the nodule formation involves the sequence of multiple interactions between the rhizobium and the roots of host plants. Next one, principal stages. Now the principal stages in the nodule formation are the summarized as follows. So means here what are the principal stages or what are the main important processes or what are the main important stages are there now in formation of root nodules. So now here we are going to discuss the one by one. First point, what is the point? When we are going to observe the nodule formation, it is a nodule formation is a multiple sequential interactions. So multiple sequential interactions so between the rhizobium as well as roots. Now rhizobia bacteria multiplies and colonize. So rhizobium bacteria multiplies and colonize the surrounding of roots and get attached to the epidermal and root hair cells. Okay, so thereby here what is the point in this particular case? What is a rhizobium bacteria is there? No, that particular rhizobium bacteria colonize, multiply and colonize the surroundings of the roots and get attached to the epidermal cells as well as root hair cells. So thereby here first of all, so surroundings of the living tissues means the surroundings of the living tissues are nothing but which one? The roots of root hair cells as well as epidermal cells. The epidermal cells as well as between in a nearby of the root cells, the rhizobium bacteria get multiply as well as colonize. So thereby here the number of the rhizobium bacteria will be increased. So thereby the root hairs curl, CURL. Then the root hairs means because of the activity of rhizobium bacteria, root hairs get curl and the bacteria invade the root hair. Actually here one more important process actually the root hairs on the root will be there in the soil. At the time what is happening? Initially the rhizobium bacteria will not come and invade the root hairs. So first of all these root systems, the leguminous plants root system release some kind of sugar like substances known as lectins. So thereby these rhizobim bacteria which are there freely in the soil, so these are all attracted towards these sugar components which are released by the root system of legumes. So thereby rhizobim bacteria start to move towards the root system. Okay, so later once it is entered into the, or once it is reached to the nearby of the root system, starts to multiply and starts to colonize and multiply means there the group of further there we can see the more number of rhizobim bacteria. Once at the time gradually rhizobim bacteria starts to invade or starts to enter into the root hair. First of all what it will do is, first of all when it attacks the or rhizobim bacteria attaches to the or invade the root hairs, at the time the root hair get curl and the bacteria invade the root hair. Okay, later the infection thread, so one infection thread is going to be formed. The infection thread is produced by carrying the bacteria into the cortex of the root. So cortex of the root. So thereby now what is the point here we are discussing? So first of all root hairs are there now. Now these root hairs are get curl. Later the bacteria invade the root hair. Later one infection thread. Diagrammatically I will show you. One infection thread formation takes place. Okay, now when the bacteria invade the root hairs, first of all root hair get curl and the bacteria invade the root hair. So and the infection thread is protected. The infection thread is produced carrying the bacteria into the cortex of the root, where the initiate the nodule formation in the cortex of the root. So thereby here what is the point? First of all bacteria it will be free living in the soil, but when those sugars are released by the root system of legumes, the bacteria attracted towards the root system, thereby start to invade the root system. At the time first modification what we will see is curling of root hair we will see, later in formation of infection thread we will see, and through the infection thread bacteria starts to enter into the cortex region of the root. Okay, so later where they initiate the nodule formation. So means here the nodule formation that occurs in the cortex region. So thereby that is a point we can understand. Then the bacteria are released from the infection thread into the cells, which leads to the differentiation of specialized nitrogen fixing cells. So later thereby what is happening, once the bacteria reach to the cortex regions, all bacteria get released from the infection thread and all are released into the specialized, so specialized cells are nothing but which one? Cortex cells, and there the starts to differentiation of specialized nitrogen fixing cells. Nitrogen fixing cells are nothing but rhizobim bacteria are going to be differentiated, there again starts to multiply. So later the nodule thus formed and establishes a direct vascular connection with the host for the exchange of nutrients. Once the rhizobim bacteria enters into the cortex region of the root system, at the time what it will do is, so first of all it will establish one kind of direct vascular connection with the host tissue. So why? Because sir, here the root system or why rhizobim bacteria get connection with the or direct connection with the vascular tissues means, so at the time it can get sufficient quantity of nutrients from the vascular bundles. So that's why when the rhizobim bacteria enters into the root system, first of all it involves in the establishment of or direct connection with the vascular bundles. So why? Because to get the food materials or the exchange of nutrients from the host. So that's why here what is happening now, first of all, once you see, first of all, the root hairs, the surroundings of the root, we will notice the presence of rhizobium bacteria. When the leguminous plants root system releases some kind of sugars at the time, so rhizobium bacteria starts to move towards the root region or root hairs region. At the time, first rhizobium bacteria starts to invade the root hair, so thereby it will get curl. Later infection thread formation takes place. Later rhizobium bacteria enters into the root system through the infection thread. Once the rhizobium bacteria reach to the destination, means at a cortex region, it will be it will come from the infection thread and enters into the cortex region, where they can multiply or where they can differentiate. Once they deposited, means when all these rhizobium bacteria are deposited in the cortex region by the infection thread, through these rhizobium bacteria starts to establish one direct vascular connection with the host tissue. Why? Because to get or to exchange the nutrients. Okay, then the nodule contains all the necessary biochemical compounds such as the enzyme nitrogenase and leg hemoglobin. So means here, if you see the nodule structure there, it contains all the necessary biochemical compounds. So it contains all necessary biochemical compounds such as nitrogenase enzyme as well as leg hemoglobin. So these two are necessary biochemical compounds. One is a nitrogenase enzyme, it is required to the fixation of atmospheric nitrogen, and the leg hemoglobin, which is required to the protection of rhizobium bacteria from the oxygen environmental conditions. So likewise here there are two important necessary biochemical compounds which helps the nodule formation or fixation of atmospheric nitrogen. Later the enzyme nitrogenase is a MOFE protein. The enzyme nitrogenase is a MOFE protein and catalyzes the conversion of atmospheric nitrogen to ammonia. So thereby here with the help of nitrogenase enzyme, what is happening now? It catalyzes the conversion of atmospheric nitrogen to ammonia. So means here atmospheric nitrogen is going to be converted into ammonia. So it is a first stable product of nitrogen fixation. Means first of all formation of ammonia. The formation of ammonia we can be taken as it is a first stable product of nitrogen fixation. Okay, means here it is how it will be taking place, means because of the activity of nitrogenase enzyme. Here the nitrogenase enzyme compound, if you see there, no, there the MOFE protein is present and means molybdenum and iron. And the nitrogenase enzyme helps to conversion of atmospheric nitrogen to formation of ammonia. So the formation of ammonia is we will be taking as a first stable product of nitrogen fixation. Okay, next one, the reaction is as follows. The reaction is follows like this. So that is N2, 1 atmospheric nitrogen form, and with the help of 8 electrons and 8 protons, and with the involvement of 16 molecules of ATP. 16 ATP. So which one is going to be formed? 2 molecules of NH3 plus H2 plus 16 ADP plus 16 inorganic phosphate, 16 Pi. Okay, so here commonly 16 I have taken. So that's why here 2 molecules of NH3 and 2 molecules of hydrogen and 16 molecules of adenosine diphosphate and 16 molecules of inorganic phosphate. Okay, so this is the one reaction which will be among which we can be written so under the nitrogen fixation. So with the involvement of or with the activity of nitrogenase enzyme. Okay, this entire reaction which occurs with the involvement of nitrogenase enzyme. So later here what is the information we can be seen means the enzyme nitrogenase is a highly sensitive. So the enzyme nitrogenase is highly sensitive to the molecular oxygen. So that's why here one point we have seen what is the nitrogenase enzyme. This point not given or get it, that is nitrogenase enzyme which is produced from the rhizobium bacteria. Okay, so in the rhizobium bacteria NIF genes are present. NIF genes. So these NIF genes are responsible to the formation of nitrogenase enzyme. And how in the previous video we have seen, the rhizobium bacteria is anaerobic bacteria. That's why for the living conditions, or the rhizobium bacteria not depends on the oxygen we see. Likewise, even a nitrogenase enzyme also is highly sensitive to the molecular oxygen. So means here even nitrogen also will not be very activated, or will not be get activate in the presence of oxygen. Even a nitrogenase enzyme also requires anaerobic conditions. So that's why it requires anaerobic conditions. That's why it requires anaerobic conditions. The nodules have adaptations that ensures that the enzyme is protected from the oxygen. So thereby here, because of that reason, so the nodules have adaptations. So the nodules are having of different types of adaptations. So because of the having of adaptations, what is happening? So that ensures that the enzyme is protected from the oxygen environmental conditions. Okay, next one, to protect these enzymes. To protect these enzymes, the nodule contains an oxygen scavenger known as leghemoglobin. So here in previous video we have seen the leghemoglobin. It is a pink color or a red color pigment which protects the rhizobium bacteria we seen in previous class. Likewise, what is the point? So when the nitrogenase enzyme is produced by the rhizobium bacteria, even the nitrogenase enzyme also requires anaerobic conditions. So thereby here, both the rhizobium bacteria as well as nitrogenase enzyme both are protected by the leghemoglobin pigment. That's why here the leghemoglobin pigment we are calling as oxygen scavenger. Next one, it is interesting to note that, what is the interesting note? That these microbes live as aerobes under free living conditions. This point already we have discussed in previous class, but one more time let us learn. Actually, when these microbes, means rhizobium bacteria is there, when it will be free living in soil, at the time the rhizobium bacteria not having the capability to fix the atmospheric nitrogen. Why, sir? What is the reason? Means one more, the rhizobium bacteria, when it will be like a free living, at the time it will be aerobic, means it survives in the presence of oxygen. Sir, why, sir, these kind of modifications coming in the rhizobium bacteria? Means, so here the reason is where the nitrogenase enzyme is not operational. So means here, what is the reason for the survivalence in aerobic conditions under free living conditions? Means, so there in the particular rhizobium bacteria, nitrogenase enzyme will not be in active or will not be in functional or operational mode. But during the nitrogen fixing events, they become anaerobic. During nitrogen fixing events, definitely the microbes are definitely converted into anaerobic conditions, thus protecting the nitrogenase enzyme. So means, so here what is the main important point? Suppose if a nitrogenase enzyme is not like operational in condition, means at the time the rhizobium bacteria, it can survive in presence of oxygen also. But when the nitrogenase enzyme like will be inactivate or in operational mode, at the time the bacteria survives only in anaerobic conditions. So this point nalla save pannikonga. Okay, later the ammonia synthesis by nitrogenase requires a very high input of energy. So 8 molecules of ATP for each NH3 production are produced. So thereby here, what is the point? Till now we have seen, definitely for the synthesis of the ammonia, definitely nitrogenase enzyme is required, we see. But here high input of energy also is required. Sir, what is the value of energy? How much amount of energy is needed for the formation of one ammonia molecule? Sir, means 8 molecules of ATP is required to form the 1 molecule of ammonia. Later, so thereby in reaction, what we have seen from the so here from the reaction, what is the point? There two molecules of ammonia is formed now. here one and here one. 2 molecules means totally. So what is the number of ATP is consumed? Actually for the formation of 1 ammonia 8 means 2 are formed in complete reaction. So thereby 18. So thereby 18 ATP molecules are consumed to form 18 molecules or 18 molecules of ATP are required to form 2 molecules of ammonia. Okay, so later the energy required thus is obtained from the respiration of the host cells. One more time you see that. So here for the formation of the ammonia and all, so here we are studying the involvement of or huge input of energy involvement we are studying now. So we may get one doubt, sir, this particular energy from where it will come, sir, means, so answer is the energy required thus is obtained from the respiration of the host cells, means in the host cells. So what is the reactions or what are the respiratory reactions are going to be taken place from those places as energy comes to the fixation of ammonia. So that is the point here we can understand. So now here let me give you small information, adena diagrammatical information. It takes just a few minutes of time. adena ipo paatha ఇది exactly the cells are there, no? ఇది epidermal cells and these two are root hairs. చిన్న tubular structures are there, no? Root hairs. And paatha ఇది cortical cells or the cortical layers, cortex region. Now it is present in the soil. So here so once you observe here, even we can notice the ipo ఇది కొంచెం కలర్ చేంజ్ అవుతుందన్న, ఇది ఎల్లమే soil particles. Within the soil particles again we can draw the presence of rhizobium bacteria also. Soil particles are there and the rhizobium bacteria also we can see. Now so here what is happening, the root of leguminous plants releases some kind of sugar substances known as lectins. So thereby rhizobium bacteria starts to come towards the roots of leguminous plants. So thereby what is the formation taking place? You see there, here root hair and here root hair difference you see. The root hair, it has a somewhat curled, curl, no? So that particular curling nature of root hair only we are taking as hook. And later next diagram paathumbodhu, so finally the root hair is get curled and rhizobium bacteria dots are there, no? So these dots, once you see there, the rhizobium bacteria which is present in the outer atmospheric conditions, you know, by formation of one infection thread. Amma path oru line inge root hair ulle chinna lines are there path. So idu nothing but infection thread. Infection thread. So there by this infection thread rhizobium bacteria enters into the epidermis, next cortex region only now here. So rhizobium bacteria by formation of infection thread enters into the cortical regions and where it will be differentiated. Okay, where it will get differentiate. So now here and finally what is happening now, one mature nodule formation takes place. So this is the final rough information of the diagrammatical explanation. So how nodule formation takes place and how this entire information going to be happened. So later reaction point of view, now here we see now, so 2 molecules of nitrogen, so one one molecule of atmospheric nitrogen, so that is going to be converted into 2 molecules of so means 2 molecules of ATP now get converted into 2 molecules of NH3. Okay, so now here what is happening? So first of all it is an nitrogenous enzyme. This nitrogenous enzyme. So here exactly 8 light here you see there and what we will call active sites of an enzyme. Apro this atmospheric nitrogen form. So now it will come and binds at the active site of a nitrogenous enzyme. So between the 2 nitrogen, here we are observing the strong covalent bonds. 3 bonds we are observing. Now first reaction means here the reduction process. No, reduction process is nothing but addition of hydrogen or the removal of oxygen. So now, so by the process of reduction, now 2 molecules of hydrogen is going to be added to the nitrogen. So thereby here initially between the 2 nitrogen, here we have drawn 3 covalent bonds. It is not appearing in the diagram, but here we can find out. So here 2 covalent bonds are there, and third one is going to be combined with the hydrogen. So here one and here one, and in next reduction processes, 2 hydrogen molecules are going to be attached with the nitrogen. So that's why between the nitrogen just 1 bond only we have drawn, and remaining 2 bonds are get attached with the hydrogen. So that's why, so in the second reduction process, so this is a diagram we can be seen. Later in the third reduction process, once you see there N, there is no link with the both N's, nitrogens. Now here just N is there, or N is linked with the hydrogen compounds or hydrogen compounds or the elements. So now you see there here H. Now NH3 compound now formation we are observing. Here also NH3 is formed, but still these particular 2 compounds are attached with the nitrogenase enzyme only. And later finally what is happening now, when 2 molecules of NH3 or ammonia molecules are formed, now both are get detached or get separated from the nitrogenase enzyme. At the time the nitrogenase enzyme, it will be free. Again this particular nitrogenase enzyme or free nitrogenase enzyme again involves in the next reaction, again starts to fix the atmospheric nitrogen and converts into 2 molecules of ammonia. So likewise, so here we can see the activity of nitrogenase enzyme and how it will be going to be involved in the conversion of atmospheric nitrogen into ammonia with one small diagram we have been discussed. So this is the main important information. Suppose if they ask you to write, or suppose if they ask us to find out the information related to the nodule formation means, so where we have to concentrate means, once we have to concentrate on this involvement of nitrogenase enzyme, and the formula we have seen, the formula and the entire process also we have to remember to get the marks in unit examinations. Okay, so this is enough related to the nodule formation, and further concept I will give you in the next video. So thank you.